All right, so this is the inside of the 2016 Focus RS. And yes, this one is finally actually going to be available in the United States, unlike the last two versions of it, which were of course only sold in Europe. So fortunately the power seat is disconnected, so I cannot show you how it moves, but it does appear that it has at least a 6-way power seat, unlike the my Fiesta ST. The steering wheel definitely looks very much like the Focus ST. It's a D-shaped, although it's got blue stitching and the RS logo on it. The shifter looks very much, of course, like the ST, except for instead of the red lettering, it has the traditional blue RS lettering, as well as the blue threading on the shift boot. The shift boot material also looks much nicer as well. And the blue stitching is continued through the e-brake handle, as well as the armrest, as well as the seats. And from what I understand, this would be an ST or an RS1 package instead of an RS2. The RS2 has the leather Recaros, which I actually think the cloth Recaros are actually nicer. The same seats are in the rear as well, and these actually appear to be considerably grippier than the ST seats. So overall, I'd say that the steering wheel is really actually very nice. Let's see how much adjustment we have. It's adjusted full out. It does go up and down, so it's telescoping and tilt. Controls, everything looks pretty well laid out. Perhaps the most important button of them all is drive mode, as well as traction control off. So I imagine that that is going to be one of the more used buttons in order to turn off all the electronic nannies, as well as to get into track mode and drift mode. So since I can't quite reach the pedals, let's see what I can do here. Transmission feels very nice. Actually, it feels a little bit, I have to go sit in the ST to compare it, but I think this actually feels a little bit better than the Focus ST shifter. So not too bad there at all. Of course, the traditional shift lockout. Otherwise, yeah, the interior is a little a little basic, but the RS is really more about the mechanics of the vehicle and not necessarily the interior. So while I do like the touches they've done, it doesn't scream at you that this is really something overly special. They kind of leave the mechanics of the car to speak to that. So overall, the interior of the RS it does everything that I would ever need it to do. I think the RS2 package gets you the heated seats. I don't know if they do heated seats with the cloth. I'll have to look into that. But yeah, for the first time ever sitting in a Focus RS, I can definitely say that one of these will be in my garage at some point in the future. This is definitely quite the car. I don't know if you saw before, but you could see the RS logos that are on the seat, just as the ST does on their seats. But yeah, overall, from an interior standpoint, not bad at all. And I think the most impressive thing is the fact that I'm actually sitting in a Focus RS in the United States, and one that we can actually buy. So